Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and I'm working on the Flashy Crumpen Challenge, which is the tournament here. This time we are going to be playing the Imperial Ruins. We're going to be playing against the Orks, and I'm going to go with the Tau force. I think the Orks actually counter the Tau pretty well, so I think this might be a disaster, but we'll see what we can do. It's an 80-point target, 8-turn limit, 2,000-point battle matchup. So let's see what we can do. I have two commanders here, hopefully to be able to jump around and capture. I've got two cadres to buff everybody, two ethereals, two stealth suits, one drone, I think one or two breachers, and then I went with pathfinders with their ion rifles for the rest of the time. So hopefully I will be able to hold the line here. I figure if I get some breachers over here, that should allow me to fight some Storm Boys. Now the thing with the Tau is if you come up this way with their drones, that will allow you to capture that point without having to jump on that first turn. What I'm not quite sure about is, do I push all the way up here as fast as possible to try to hold the line against the Orks, or do I just try to run up and down the stairs and use those as partial cover to try to snipe whatever units he has? I'm not sure what the best way of doing this is going to be with these new updates with the Orks, because I haven't done enough maps with them yet to quite know how they feel.
We serve the greater good. It will be done.
With the ethereal nerfs here, so I figure I could still try it with the ethereals, dual ethereals, but if they suck real bad now, this may be points I'd rather have as infantry and more breachers, because typically breachers work really well against the Orcs, so you can get right up in their face and then blast them apart with a lot of their HP units. So I don't know, this might be a mistake, but we'll see what we can do here. So he's going with the Def Dreads. He must have a okay, so he's got two Def Dreads. And he must have a big mech because he's got those bonuses on there. And he prudently buffed up his Def Dread with the Weird Boy. And he must actually have a War Boss too, because he's getting the War Boss buff as well. So these Def Dreads are going to be dangerous against everybody that I have now, because he should be able to kill my infantry from range. And definitely will be able to kill everything in melee.
I serve the greater good.
So if I run you up to here, you should be able to capture this point, and then the Orcs should have trouble capturing this back. We can just run the breachers up there. So yeah, not unsurprising, he has some Storm Boys over here. So we'll set up some Overwatch. Let's try to move everybody up as much as possible. We'll do Stone Sense here. And then we can buff everybody's shots. And then you've got a 50-some% chance to hit. But honestly, it might just make sense for me to use your 100% chance to hit. And then just try to blow these Def Dreads up. Unfortunately, I got a terrible roll there on our overcharge, so my overcharge now did 40 damage to 3 of these pathfinders. So that effectively means that they can almost be entirely squad wiped now. And we'll try to shoot here. See, that one was only 1, so that means we could potentially do another overcharge and suffer or survive. I guess we just finish you off here. Alright, we blew that up. He must have guys over there. So I guess we need to just pull you back now. I can't quite see what he has. So yeah, he's got the War Boss. I wonder if he's got two big mechs, because it looks like he's got multiple. No, he probably has one, but the big mech I think has two abilities is what I think is going on there. Let's run you up to here, because if you can capture this point and hold it, that should be hard for the Orcs to take it back. And if he doesn't come down here, maybe we can stealth move our team to capture that point behind him as well. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get up there, though. So the question is, do I just keep moving up? Yeah, I think that was a mistake, because if I move you up all the way, then you're probably going to take Overwatch shots. But I think all I'm going to do here is allow him to shoot into me pretty easily. See, I just don't know if he's got more flash gits or more ludas, what his army constellation's going to be.
What troubles you?
So maybe what I should do is just pull these guys back and then fight on the sides and ignore the center. But if that was the plan, I think I should have done that earlier, because now I'm kind of committed to having these guys like this, and now I'm in a bad spot.
Nothing shall stand against us.
Execute the mod car.
Yeah, see, we have just such a bad time
They will not get through this way.
with our accuracy here.
Of course.
Yeah, this is a bad situation. I should have just pulled back and ignored the center. I think that's the better way that I should have done this, and then I could have used my range to make him come to fight me on the sides. I think that would have been a much better idea. I think I screwed this up. Oh, well, let's see. I mean, I did take out
Wherever I am needed.
his Death Dread, so that's not a terrible situation. Alright, let's see what he does here. Yeah, so the Death Dread's coming down. He's bringing the Pain Boy up. He's got some flash gits over here. Shit, they're probably going to be able to shoot me.
Hostiles detected.
Yeah, see, he's going to just sit up here, I bet, and shoot me. I wonder how the missile attack is going to work on the Tau. I think that would probably work out pretty well, too. And then you could probably finish him off. Ah, he's... Yep, alright, so he's sniped my Ethereal. Alright, let me see. Yeah, that works out pretty well. So I bet if you do that, then you could finish off a squad. Oh, I think he just shot him with his regular weapons there. Yeah, those flash gits are shooting me there. He's got some Storm Boys over here.
Movement ahead.
More Storm Boys. Oh, I guess I jumped over here. I'm not so worried about the Storm Boys themselves. They shouldn't be able to do a ton of damage against my Stealth Boys.
I serve the greater good.
Alright, well, if I run you up to here, then I can flame
Move into position.
these guys.
They deny the way of the Tauva.
And that should almost allow me to wipe them out.
Deny the way of the Tauva. Kill them all.
Ready for orders.
I can bring the breachers up to here.
I am here.
You can't charge there. I could bring you here. I think we just want a body block.
Ambush ready.
You are stuck here. I think I should have buffed him with my ethereal. I think that was a mistake. Yeah, damn it.
Move swiftly and
I'm messing this up here.
It shall be.
Alright, well, I guess let's just shoot the flash gits, because you should be able to get a kill there.
How can I assist?
Alright, let's get you the additional shots. I mean, I could go with the Death Dreads too, but I think the War Boss having those missile attacks are going to be a nightmare for me. We'll bring you guys over here. Shoot there. kind of pull you back, maybe? Maybe I should have attacked with these guys first, because if they focus fire on one guy, that would have just caused us to... No, you missed most of your attacks. Okay, shit, what do I want to do here? You know what? I wonder if the big mech, now that his gun has been reworked to be an anti-armor instead of an anti-infantry, he might actually be able to screw up my stealth boys. I just don't have enough experience with these new updates to know quite how to get the max out of this here. If I ran you up here...
Ready for orders.
I just don't even know what I want to do. See, if I bring you back to here, you should be able to shoot. I can shoot there. I think we gotta focus on these flash boys, right?
Cut them down.
Ugh, I should have used that increased chance to shoot. Or, increased accuracy, because I think that would have been enough to kill him. Alright, you got a 67, 75. Yeah, that force field's definitely working for him here. I guess we'll just pull you into there and try to get you into some cover to protect you from the range, but I just don't have enough movement right now to do a whole lot. I can overcharge, I suppose.
Overcharging the reactor.
Ugh. I got 2. Ah, naturally. They're still just barely alive. If I bring you back here, then you're probably not going to be able to shoot. See, the issue I'm having is now he can just run me down on these stairs.
Nothing shall stand against us.
Pathfinders are still here. I could run you up to here. And then we can work on the flash gets. Oof. Alright, that's not great. So it's like, do I want to take out the storm boys or do I want to take out the flash gets? I think I'll weaken the flash gets. But with that bonus health, I don't think that's really going to do a whole lot for me.
Consider it done.
We'll do this to try to turn you.
We serve the greater good.
Let's do this. I get you up to 70.
With pride.
Come here so we can smash this intel.
Ugh.
Come here so we can smash this intel.
Damn it.
Awaiting instructions.
Alright, well, I mean, I gotta spread you out. To try to aggro different guys here so he just doesn't... Oh, I wonder if those Ludas are going to come over here and then kill my commander that's in the open there. And then unfortunately, because it just defaults to whoever is the highest value target here, that determines who your new commander is. So that's probably going to mean that the commander will get sniped, and then I'm going to lose those points, because what I was kind of hoping is if I could build up enough points, I could summon in a crisis suit team to get a rear cap.
What troubles you?
But this is not going well for me. I should have just abandoned the center here and made him come to me, and then he would have had to move into my zone of controls to get fire, and then left out in the open. Yeah, fighting on the stairwell is a really bad idea. And I think if I put you by that stairwell, that doesn't count as full cover, if I remember correctly. I mean, I gotta kind of get you over here to kill those storm boys. I guess we'll just pull you this way.
Confirmed. How can I assist?
I guess let's just bring you here. Alright, so you took out those flash gets.
I serve the greater good.
Let's see here. Yeah. Alright, so those Ludas actually with the beamy def guns are really good against killing the commanders now. Yep, and with that more that tier 1 ability, they definitely get a shit ton of shots now. Yep, yep. And now, just as suspected, the big mechs do really good anti-armor damage too. Shit. Alright, that's just not good. So, I was thinking these guys were going to be able to tank that, but that is not the case with this rework for the Orks. Yeah, I mean, they could chop those guys for all day and barely do any damage. The flash gets are the ones that I'm worried about, though. Yeah, and I bet the Storm Boys are going to just chop through these guys. Yeah, yeah. So they're considered light infantry now, so they can just get shot through. Yep, yep. And Def Dreads are good at killing these guys. Yeah, the Orks are definitely going to be good against Tau now. Even if I hadn't played like a jackass. Well, this is good to see, though. Always hard to have learning moments on a tournament, though.
How can I assist?
Alright, yep. And now this guy got turned into my commander.
Reporting in.
So I could jump you. Question is can I jump you around the back? I think they'd be able to shoot you down.
What do you need? Pushing forward.
I'm just not sure which one is more important to buff.
The blows of
I guess we'll
the
do
enemy
that.
will not hinder you. Confirmed.
I mean, if I jump you over to there, you're going to be left in the open. You're not going to be able to kill those flash gets. You're here. I guess let's just work on the Storm Boys. I can try to shoot, or I can just stealth you, and maybe that'll give me the opportunity to come over and take that back, and then I guess we'll just body block here, but they should easily be able to kill you. But then next turn you should be able to get over there to capture that. I think let's just have you shoot into the Storm Boys, try to kill some of them.
March.
Let's bring you to the this side, because I just don't know if the Def Dread's going to be able to walk far enough to capture that in one turn, I mean.
Instructions.
I can bring you to here, but then you're definitely dead.
High value target identified.
I mean, maybe I can just get the Storm Boys to die here to take away some of their movement. Shit! Alright, well, I was trying to use things as my advantage here, but that was a bad roll. Shit, I just killed another one. Alright, well, that sucked.
Awaiting instructions.
It was worth a shot.
With pride.
Yeah, yeah. I definitely did this wrong. Well, I guess let's just pull you back. Although I don't think I'm going to get enough points, even if he kills everybody, to be able to summon in a crisis suit. He doesn't have a ton over here.
I am
I wonder if I should try to use you to come over this way and try to do some ninja camping, and then you can be invisible and try to body block here in case he tries to shoot into the breachers. And then the breachers can come here. Yeah, so they did their little jump thing. They're down. He captured that back.
Been spotted.
Yep. They're down. Death Dread's coming for me. He's down.
Tracking potential targets.
Storm boys are coming over here.
Hostiles detected.
Oh boy.
How can I assist?
Alright, well,
Stealth team reporting in.
you should be able to jump over here and take this point.
Confirmed.
And let's see, he's got the weird boy there who's actually his commander.
Confirmed.
I can't really jump around the back there to try to capture that. I could run you up here and buff these guys, and I can run you to here, and that might allow me to get behind, because that should be considered full cover.
What do you need? They will not get
We'll
through this
do
way.
something like that for reaction fire. If I come up here,
On our way.
this should allow us to hold the line here. I could also just shoot into the pain boy. But the flash gets might be actually more dangerous.
So we can smash your teeth.
Alright. We'll turn you there.
On your word.
And then the next question is, what am I going to do with you? I mean, I'd like to shoot into these guys. I don't know if you're going to be able to. Yeah, you can't auto shoot or auto
To the front line.
get shots on yourself, I think. Oh, of course. Now you can't shoot, and now you're going to be left out in the open
Moving
because I was
targets.
pussyfooting around here. Alright, well, that's a bummer. Alright, so we set up some Overwatch here.
They may yet be convinced.
Ah! That gave him enough that he was able to run the weird boy in there and get the capture, and he captured that point. We knew he was going to lose. I was going to lose that one. Yeah, because if I could have held two, then I think I could potentially have held this last one for one more turn. Ah, I keep forgetting that those dang big mechs are good at killing stealth boys now. Yeah, here comes a big old pissed off Death Dread. Actually, with their splash damage, they do pretty good damage now too. Yeah, alright, so I'm totally hosed.
Spotted.
Dude, What the heck? Where the hell is my Overwatch?
Ready for orders.
Well, that's a big bummer.
What do you need? Clear them out.
That was a mistake.
Not fail.
So what I should have done
What troubles you?
is use this ethereal to charge attack the Storm Boys. That would have killed them.
It saddens me that it has come
And
to
then I could have killed
Grabbing up close is the best.
the either the Pain Boy or the Flash Get with the Pathfinders, and then I could have held this for another turn.
How can I assist?
That would have got me to what, 70? Yeah, I still wouldn't have won. I don't think I'm going to be able to run Ninja you around to capture this point,
For Viola.
but I guess that's kind of my only hope. Oh shit. He must have deduced what I was going to try to do there. Because I was hoping if I brought him in close enough I could get line of sight, and then if I got 2 points then he'd be able to run in there and use the crisis suit to capture something, but... Yep, they're down.
They may yet be convinced of the truth of our words.
Ah, close. Even with my mistakes, I was almost able to rectify the situation here.
They test my resolve.
Yeah, those beamy def guns are good now. Alright, I think he just tabled me again.
Sorrow, my children, for they gave their lives gladly for the good of our empire.
Yep, he sure did. Alright, and with that, I unfortunately lost this match as well. Definitely a much closer match. Very well done to our opponent. Definitely shows the power of the Orks against Tau now. I kind of suspected this might be the case. I wasn't quite sure how good those beamy def guns were going to be against the Tau, but I had a suspicion that with those changes, with all the increased shots and things, stacking the Mordaka in addition to the increased amount of shots that they get was going to be quite beneficial, because even though they're not triggering their bonus abilities with the sheer amount of shots that they can do now with that high armor piercing, it allows them to be good against pretty much anything that has a lot of armor. So I suspect that's also going to allow them to be pretty good against like the Tyranids too, even though you won't trigger that ability. But again, you won't really need to use that against Tyranids because your other Tau forces have so much armor piercing. But I think what ideally I should have done is, you saw that I was able to aggressively move out and capture the sides. So I should have just stayed on the sides, made him come to me, and then I could have shot into his guys as he was trying to get there. Because the one downside of the Orks is they don't always have a lot of mobility once you take out their Storm Boys and the Death Dreads, things like that. Their heroes may have some increased movement because they have the 2 action points, but really most of them have no armor, so you should be able to snipe them down. And then by moving them all around and making them split up their forces, it stops them from being able to stack up all their buffs. Because effectively by me engaging them in the middle, he was able to have multiple units have the custom force field buff from the big mech that I had to shoot through, plus all the buffs that he was able to put onto individual units. I had to go through the Pain Boys bonus HP, plus their healing if I didn't get them killed. They were allowed to stack up momentum gains because the boys, what is it called, mob rule, allows you to get more momentum gains, and that allowed him to then be able to surge and then get all those benefits as well. And then the more momentum the Orks do gain, the more damage that they can do at range. So it was just a bad situation for me. So instead of, I got so fixated like, maybe if I kind of sit back here I can be sneaky, I can make him have to come up to the top of the stairs there, and then I can shoot into him and then he'll be stuck there allowing me to shoot back. Didn't work out, obviously. So really I think on a map like this, if I brought a force like I had now, in retrospect, again, fighting on the sides would be the better way. The other option is just going with a breacher heavy army, because then I could have just ran those breachers up there and shot right into his face, and then had the breachers gotten weakened, I could have then just started lobbing photon grenades into them, and that would have lowered their evasion and their ranged accuracy for 2 turns. So that definitely would have worked out to my benefit, but because that's not what I did, it allowed him to easily get some easy kills on me. And then unfortunately I had some bad rolls on my Overwatch ability, so I was taking 2 or 3 unit casualties, or damage I should say, using that overcharge ability, because what happens is you can survive 1 overcharge, but you can't survive 2. And then because I'm not buffing HP and evasion every turn like you used to be able to do with the ethereals post nerf, that I just can't tank those shots like I would normally, because in the past you could dodge with their high evasion and then the HP allow you to soak up some damage. So pretty much if you suffer 1 overwatch or 1 overcharge damage, then you can use a second overcharge and you only lose 1 model. But once you start suffering 2 or 3 units with overcharges, chances are, it just seems like in my experience, that when you're using the overcharge again, the ones that are the units that are already damaged tend to be the ones that get the second tick, and then 2 ticks can get them killed. And even if you don't use that second overwatch or overcharge ability, that does enough damage to those units, and it's 40 damage, that it allows you to easily mop up the remaining units. And as you can see, the war boss with his rocket ability, that does really good damage against low armored infantry, which most of the Pathfinders, Fire Warriors, all those things are. And so he was able to just get in there, almost kill half the HP of every model, and then mop it up with either using his regular ranged units or using his regular gun, because actually the war boss has a very powerful ranged weapon as well, and that was actually buffed as well. So the Orks are definitely a very, very shooty force right now, and I think they can effectively outshoot the Tau forces here with those beamy def guns. And then just using the sheer amount of forces that you have, and then just by stacking up your mob rules. Now, the big thing is I should say they can outshoot the Tau if it's not an open map. I think if it's an open map, as Tau, you're still going to be able to snipe out the Ork leaders and you'll come out ahead. But if there's any sort of cover or elevation issues, the Orks are going to be able to take the advantage. So yeah, in retrospect, should have done breachers. Shouldn't have fought over those stairs there. I should have just started going over the sides and making him come for me, and then I could have split up those forces more. And had I had a little more strategic positioning of my units there, I could have potentially held some of those points, but because I didn't break off soon enough to try to hold down those sides, it caused me to lose the game. So I definitely should have fought on the sides and not got into this little spat on the stairs, because it just allowed him to totally liquidate my guys. And then the big thing too is the flamers with the commander cannot two-shot knobs, so you always have to finish him off with somebody else. So just be very careful if you're going to jump the commander into a situation where he can start flaming a lot of the Ork units, that you're going to have somebody else that has to finish him off. And then also be aware that now with the Big Mech changes to how their gun works, they're really good against anti-armor, so they're effectively another anti-armor vehicle unit, whereas in the past they would do, like, I don't know, 30 damage. Now they're pretty consistently doing anywhere from 60 to 90, it seems like, against armored units. So be very, very cautious with that, because that allowed them to really easily chew through my stealth suits and my commander units as well, whereas I expect them to be able to tank at least 2 turns, and obviously that did not happen. So it's these changes to the Orks definitely make them a very viable anti-vehicle faction if you bring out the right kits. So definitely interesting to see how that worked out here, and definitely worked to my disadvantage, not knowing how those changes were going to work out here. But very good job to our opponent here. He beat me on both of our matches, so clearly he's a good player. So kudos. I enjoyed the matches. They were definitely close. Thanks for watching, and if you're enjoying these videos, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.